Muletrain!
Well, it's time for the Muletrain news program on this Friday, June the 9th, 2017, brought to you today by the First Bank along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant. Well, just as we were finalizing and getting the Muletrain up on Wednesday early afternoon, news was breaking out of Norman, Oklahoma, that head football coach at the OU, Bob Stoops, was going to retire, and replacing him would be Muleshoe native Lincoln Riley as the new head coach. He was the offensive coordinator, and we hope that you've enjoyed. On the front page of our website, you can find our interview, our phone interview from 2 years ago, July the 27th, 2015, our phone interview with Lincoln as he became the offensive coordinator at OU. And also on the cable system, we've been showing you Lincoln's speech from 2008 when he was a coach at Texas Tech. He came back and spoke to the football team at the pep rally before the state championship game. I believe the actual date was December the 11th, 2008. That's on the cable system. Also, you can find on the cable system today in our rotation, as well as our front page of our website, muleshoetv.com, the entire hour press conference that was held later Wednesday afternoon with OU President David Boren, the athletic director Joe Castiglione, and of course Bob Stoops made some comments on his retirement, and then they introduced the new coach Lincoln Riley along with his wife was there, Caitlin, at the press conference, and enjoyed that entire hour press conference from Wednesday on the front page of our website, muleshoetv.com, as well in the rotation on the cable system. Of course, Lincoln is a MHS graduate. He graduated from Muleshoe High School in 2002. His parents still live right here in Muleshoe, Mike and Marilyn Riley, and he, of course, has a younger brother, Garrett, who is now the quarterback coach at the University of Kansas. Lincoln's wife is Caitlin, and they have two daughters, Sloan and Stella. Lincoln becomes the youngest coach in the FBS division and college football in the entire country at the age of 33. And of course, those are big shoes to fill, as Bob Stoops was insanely successful up in Norman, but Lincoln Riley is the right man, and Muleshoe is extremely proud to have one of its own as the head football coach at one of the most prestigious college football programs in the country. Now we're going to play you some video and a few remarks from Bob Stoops and then Lincoln Riley from that press conference that was held Wednesday afternoon in Norman, Oklahoma.
Yes, stepping down after 18 years as the head football coach here at Oklahoma, and feel like I've been absolutely the luckiest, most fortunate guy in the world. Been incredibly blessed to have experienced what we have over the last 18 and a half years. You know, and I felt I didn't want to miss the right opportunity to be able to step away and hand this baton off to Lincoln Riley, and to help keep this all just going in a great direction. When you look at all the positives just coming off of the last couple of years, just moved into a state-of-the-art building, the coaches all being in place that have proven themselves to be excellent coaches, recruiting class, excellent team coming back. It was the right opportunity to be able to have a seamless transition, and that was important to me. And I feel like we're you know, that it's going to work out just greater, you know, as we move along.
Introduce Coach Riley. I do want to make time to actually bring up his family. We all have had a chance to get to know them for the last couple of years, but as I mentioned with Coach Stoops, the families involved in our culture in helping create that Sooner magic is so important, and they are a big part of what we do. And so I'd like to ask Caitlin and Sloan, and well, where did Sloan and Stella go? There they are back there, to come up and be with us now. If you guys will come up. Let me do it. We're going, yeah.
We're not used to coordinating our actions together in quite this way, although we do very often in other ways. But I think we're going to have the family come up and join us. And I think back, we have some reluctant participants, but I think they'll make their way here with us. Oh, I understand. Come up and join us. 18 years ago, I, with a lot of conviction, ended the program that we had on the steps of Evans Hall by making a presentation officially. And I said with great conviction that it would prove to be true. And as we've seen today, it's all come to pass in such a special, special way. And Bob Stoops has left his fingerprints on this institution, not only this program, but this entire institution in a lasting, lasting way. So today, I want to make the same introduction to you. I want all of us to join in welcoming the next great head coach of football at the University of Oklahoma, Coach Lincoln Riley. Okay, here we go. Okay, here it is. This makes it official. Welcome to Lincoln.
Wow, you know, what a day. A day as a, you know, as a young guy, as a coach, when you decide that you want to do this, these are things you just dream about. And I feel like I'm honestly living a dream right now. Just an incredible feeling. I can't tell you just how the two words that come to mind the most are honored and humbled. That's my biggest emotion that I feel right now. It's just an incredible feeling. It's to get a chance to be a part of this program 2 years ago was almost mind-blowing. You know, it just was something that was so special to me. And you know, 2 years later to be standing in this position is unbelievable. And it's in large part due to a lot of people that have helped shape me, guide me, support me, and for them I'm truly thankful. President Bourne, I want to thank you first. I've always been loyal to people that are willing to give you a chance, you know, and you gave me a chance a few years ago along with Joe and Coach Stoops that I'll never forget. And like I told you today on the phone, one of my biggest points of motivation will be to do a great job for you. So thank you so much. To Joe Castiglione, our AD, and his entire staff, those guys have been phenomenal for me since the day I walked in the door. I've got a special relationship with a lot of those guys, and it's when you're around these guys daily, it's easy to see why we win so much at Oklahoma. You know, we've been stacking national championships up here in the last few days, and but it's not an accident. It's because we have great leadership, and Joe has been great to me all the way through, and I know he will be in this role as well. To Coach and his family, shoot. Sorry. he gave me a chance a few years ago that I'll never forget. His guidance has been incredible, and to be the guy to take over for him is an incredible honor. So thank you. To my family, Caitlin, my little girls, I love going home every day, and that's a key in this job. This job's tough, and I've got a great family to go to and a great wife, and thank you so much for everything. To the Board of Regents, especially Chairman Bennett, thank you guys so much. Your trust in me means a great deal, and I promise you I will give you guys everything that I can. I want to thank my family, my parents. This happened pretty quick, so they couldn't be here, but they've been instrumental in anything that is good about me, and so I want to thank them. I want to thank the players and the coaches, over the last 2 years, but honestly over, all the years here. Everybody here has built something incredibly special, and this is the best football program in the country. This is as good as it gets, and it's because of so many people, coaches, players. I want to thank all the former players. I want them to know that they are always welcome here as long as I'm here, and I have a ton of respect for everything that they've done, and I feel a strong sense of urgency to do my part to continue and push that as far along as we possibly can. To our fan base, I promise I'll give you everything I have. I think we will put out a team that's like we have over the last few years, that is tough, that is physical, that is passionate, and embodies just the best things about this state. I don't know that there's a football team or even a sports team anywhere that represents their state so perfectly and so well and shares so many great characteristics as this football team does with this state. And representing you is a great honor, and one I take incredibly seriously. To all the faculty and employees of this university, I was very fortunate growing up as a coach to be mentored by Donnie Duncan, and I think about him a lot today because I know this university meant a ton to him, and he gave me a lot of things. Was incredibly selfless, was an incredible mentor, and opened up my mind into the things that a job like this could entail, and understanding that while football is a big deal, and it's obviously a huge deal to this state and this university, we're only a part of this university. We're not everything, and we have to work in sync with every part and understand that we're in this together, that we represent each other, and I want the faculty, the staff, every employee here to know that our football team will love to represent them in any way we can, love to work hand in hand with them in any way we can, and very appreciative to be a part of you. This came together, so quickly, and again, but I feel prepared. I do. I've been lucky to be under, a few different head coaches in my time. Guys I want to thank: Mike Leach, Ruffin McNeil, and obviously Coach Stoops. Probably three of the most polar opposite head coaches that you could ever imagine. So I think I've seen both ends of the spectrum. But learned a lot from all, and I've always tried to pay attention and to learn, and very, very appreciative for those guys. They all gave me opportunities at a young age and gave me trust and leeway to make mistakes, and I certainly made plenty along the way, but have learned and grown, and I'm very, very thankful for them. And again, and to our current players, we had a great meeting with those guys today. They always will be our number one priority. I told them today, you always dream about this, but I am so thankful that I get a chance to do this, in this situation. I mean, what a dream come true, for me personally, with a great staff that I know and trust, with our support staff being in place, and then with with a group of players that I know, that I love. My role is going to be a little bit different with them now, but I think we have a lot of trust built up, and just cannot wait to get started. So thank you so much to everybody that's here, and Boomer Sooner. Thank you.
And again, you can find that entire hour-long press conference on the front page of our website, muleshoetv.com. You can stream it and watch it anytime you want as well. It's on our cable rotation here today in Muleshoe, Sudan, and Earth. It is time now for the weather forecast, brought to you today by 5 Area Telephone, West Plains Telecommunications. First, a message from our sponsor. Secure your life with fast technologies available through 5 Area, whether you're in Muleshoe or anywhere in the world. Security and automation services for your home, farm, or business available now through your hometown company, 5 Area. Plans starting now at $20 per month. Fast Technologies offers live and recordable video surveillance. Control your door locks and garage doors, whether you're in your recliner around the corner or in Dallas. Lighting control and motion detection. Door and window sensors. Receive alerts through text, email, or phone. Plans again starting at $20 per month. Call today, 5 Area, 806-272-5533, or go by their website at 5area.com. They will also be happy to give you an on-site demo, so stop by their offices today, 302 Uvalde Street on the west edge of Muleshoe. A DSL internet connection is required. That's home, farm, and business security and automation services available through Fast Technologies at 5 Area. Call 806-272-5533 for more information. Well, a line of thunderstorms moved through the area last night, and it created a beautiful light show in the evening sky, but Muleshoe here at Channel 6 only got a trace of rain, as some of the other Mesonet stations in the South Plains and Panhandle areas got a decent amount of rain. But enjoy some of the video that you see from our tower shot as those storms moved closer to town yesterday evening, just after 9 o'clock. There was a Mesonet site around Amarillo, 7 miles southeast. It got over 2 inches of rain. Tulia got 94/100ths of an inch of rain yesterday evening. Dimmitt got just a little bit over half an inch, but some of our nearby neighbors like Friona and Olton, along with Anton, only got a trace of rain just like us. It did look like that Lasbuddy got hit pretty hard, along with Clovis and Portales, but the storm just disappeared overhead as that line of storms moved through Muleshoe. Looking at our forecast for today on Friday, we will start a warming trend going into the weekend as we have a sunny day on tap, high near 96 degrees this afternoon. South-southwest winds between 5 and 10 miles per hour. Then tonight, mostly clear, low around 62 degrees. Southeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunny and hot on Saturday, high near 99 degrees. South-southwest winds between 5 and 10 miles per hour. Then mostly clear Saturday night, low around 64. Sunday, sunny and hot again, high near 98 degrees. South-southwest winds between 10 and 15 miles per hour. Mostly clear Sunday night, low around 64. Monday, sunny, high again in the upper 90s, near 96 degrees. South-southwest winds between 10 and 15 miles per hour. Monday night, mostly clear, low around 63. Tuesday, sunny, high near 94 degrees. Southwest winds between 10 and 15 miles per hour. Mostly clear Tuesday night, low around 59. So we're going to run through some warm weather here. Going to feel like summer, as our highs will be in the mid to upper 90s for the next several days. And repeating our forecast for today on Friday, sunny, high near 96. Mostly clear tonight, low around 62. Then Saturday, sunny and hot, high near 99 degrees. Mostly clear Saturday night, low around 64. 5 Area Telephone, West Plains Telecommunications has presented to you this edition of the weather forecast. The high temperature on Thursday here in Muleshoe was 90, and the low was 63. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in just a few moments, so please stay tuned.
The news might be depressing, but Liao's is the opposite. Liao's is refreshing, good, and the best place to go for lunch or dinner. So go to Liao's and eat some food at 1010 West American Boulevard in Muleshoe, Texas.
This edition of the Muletrain News is being brought to you today by Leal's Mexican Restaurant, along with the First Bank, where you can show your school spirit now with the MasterCard debit card School Spirit Edition, available for the Muleshoe Mules, Dimmitt Bobcats, or Bovina Mustangs. Stop by the First Bank today, 202 South 1st Street, 806-272-4515, right here in Muleshoe. Show your team spirit and earn cash for your school every time you swipe your card with the new School Spirit MasterCard debit cards, available now at the First Bank, member FDIC. If you suspect you have hail damage on your roof, call Muleshoe native Jerry Veach. He, along with his daughter Daphne, is doing all types of roofing with Veach Roofing right here in Muleshoe. They do residential, commercial, composition, built-up cedar, metal, or decor roofs. Their work is guaranteed, and they'll give you a free estimate. Give them a call, 806-293-5617, your hometown roofing company. They've been in business for over 40 years at Veach Roofing. Call Muleshoe native Jerry Veach's daughter Daphne, 806-293-5617. Make sure to like them at Veach Roofing on Facebook. The city of Muleshoe invites you to their open house for their new training facility right on Main Street, Muleshoe, 303 South Main Street. That's in the old Perry's building. The open house will be Thursday next week, June 15th, from 2 until 4 p.m. Come take a tour through the new facility that will be available for educational training opportunities in Muleshoe. It's for fire, police, sheriff's offices, EMT training. In EMS services will be trained in this facility. And that open house, again, is Thursday, June 15th, from 2 until 4 p.m. here in Muleshoe, 303 South Main Street. That is the old Perry's building, and Jose Sanchez and his crew has looked like they've done a wonderful job restoring that building and preparing it for the training facility. Again, the open house, everyone is invited Thursday, June 15, 2 until 4 p.m. in the afternoon. That's at 303 South Main Street right here in Muleshoe. The Board of Trustees of the Muleshoe Independent School District will meet in a regular session on Monday, June the 12th at 7 in the evening at the School Administration Office, 514 West Avenue G, here in Muleshoe. Among items on the agenda, they will approve minutes of the previous meeting on May 15th. Consider approval of proposed tax rate. Consider property casualty insurance, student activity insurance. They will appoint a board member to the Bailey County Appraisal District Board. Consider approval of FFA wellness policy to the board policy manual. Conduct first reading of the update 108 to the board policy manual. Reflect on graduation. Consider personnel and accept resignations. That's all going on. A Board of Trustee meeting for the Muleshoe ISD will be Monday, June the 12th at 7 in the evening at the School Administration Office, 514 West Avenue G. Funeral service for Don Opliger, 68, were held yesterday on Thursday at the Polk Street United Methodist Church in Amarillo. Burial was in the Farwell Cemetery in Farwell, Texas. Don was born April the 7th, 1949 in Columbus, Nebraska to Edward and Edna Opliger. He graduated from Columbus High School in Nebraska and attended the University of Nebraska. He married Joy Christopher on August 14, 1976 in Blair, Nebraska. Don owned and operated the Don Opliger Companies, which included feedlots, farms, and ranches spread across roughly 150,000 acres in Texas, New Mexico, and Nebraska. He began his business in 1980 with rented farmland in Hereford and quickly began expanding it with the purchase of a 15,000 head feedlot in Farwell. Don then acquired a 35,000 head feedlot in Clovis, New Mexico in 1991 and later purchased his first Nebraska farm in Lincoln County, Nebraska, on which he built a 55,000 head feedlot, which he later expanded to 70,000. In the last decade, Don acquired multiple ranches across eastern and western Nebraska and additional farmland and feedlots in Nebraska and Texas. His integrated and diversified operations also included a dairy and a trucking company. Despite the complexity of the business, Don somehow managed to track the many details of his businesses in his head and a small notepad he kept in his shirt pocket. He was preceded in death by a son, Grant Opliger, and a sister, Lori Prill. He is survived by his wife, Joy of Amarillo, a son, Benjamin Opliger, and wife, Katie of Amarillo, a granddaughter, Madison Opliger of Amarillo, 3 sisters, Rita Peters and husband, Don of Elkhorn, Nebraska, Diane Thompson and husband, Joe of Lincoln, Nebraska, and Phyllis Olson and husband, Ralph of Columbus, Nebraska. Please keep the Opliger family on your prayer list today. Again, funeral services were held yesterday, Thursday afternoon, at the Polk Street United Methodist Church in Amarillo. The 23rd annual Tour de Muleshoe bike ride will be held right here at the Bailey County Coliseum on Saturday, June the 17th. The ride begins at 8 a.m. It's a $30 registration. You can go and get a registration form on their website, tourdemuleshoe.com. Stop by and speak with Gina at Tattered Tumbleweed or Lonnie Adrian at Adrian Photography Graffitis. You can choose from a 100K, 40-mile, or 10-mile bike tours. Riders will receive a water bottle, ride number, route map, t-shirt, and a meal ticket for after the ride, plus a chance at door prizes and a drawing for $500 in cash if you pre-register by June the 12th. This Tour de Muleshoe is sponsored by the First Bank, AIM Bank, Muleshoe, Bailey County Electric, Leal's Restaurant, Mohawk Auto Parts, Shipman's Body Shop, Tattered Tumbleweed, Capital Farm Credit, Wayne Copley Trucking, Bammert Seed, Evolve, Tire Works, Tire Pros, and Capital Farm Credit. Late registration on the day of the race begins at 7 a.m. That's Saturday, June the 17th, next weekend at the Bailey County Coliseum. The race begins at 8 a.m. It's a 100K, 40-mile, or 10-mile bike tour. The Tour de Muleshoe. Again, for more information and a registration application, go to their website, tourdemuleshoe.com. That's TOURDEMULESHOE.com. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in just a few seconds, so stay tuned. AIM Bank Muleshoe in Farwell is bringing many exciting opportunities to the Muleshoe, Lasbuddy, and Farwell areas, and technology enhancements increase lending capabilities while keeping all of the same smiling faces you're used to in both locations. AIM Bank Muleshoe joins the many area full-service AIM Bank locations in the Panhandle, South Plains, Permian Basin, and Big Country regions of Texas, combined with an ATM network of more than 750 Stripes convenience stores locations in Texas, New Mexico, along with Oklahoma. AIM Bank has a commitment of supporting local communities and their local customers right here in the Muleshoe area. AIM Bank, where a handshake still means something, both member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
The Muleshoe Area Medical Center at 708 South 1st Street has 2 nurse practitioners, Christy Lee and Kristen Neely. You can make an appointment now by calling 806-272-7544 at the Medical Clinic at Muleshoe with either Christy or Kristen. The Medical Clinic at Muleshoe is located inside of the Muleshoe Area Medical Center at 708 South 1st Street here in Muleshoe. Again, the number to call is 806-272-7544 to make your appointment now to see either Christy Lee or Kristen Neely, nurse practitioners at the Medical Clinic of Muleshoe.
Don't forget the grand reopening continues today at Sparkle Cleaners in their new location, 318 West American Boulevard. You can get 10% off any alteration taken in today on Friday, June the 9th. That's 318 West American Boulevard. They do dry cleaning, shirt and jean service, leather cleaning, alterations, drive-through window, next day service at Sparkle Cleaners in their new location right here in Muleshoe, 318 West American Boulevard. Call 806-272-3570. They're open 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 a.m. until noon on Saturdays. In their new location, Sparkle Cleaners, right here in Muleshoe, 318 West American Boulevard. Well, big congratulations goes out to the brass ensemble, the MHS Mighty M Band. They made a 1 at state UIL competition last week at Pflugerville. Members of that brass ensemble that made a 1 are Madison Lutz, Dominic Hasley, Chris Barber, Marilyn Melendez, Jesse Navahar and Brianna Velasquez. About 24 members of the band advanced to that state competition, and the rest of the students made a 2 at state. Daniel Barber's the band director, and Kelly Morrison, his assistant. Grady Alberts has retired as of the end of the school year in May. And congratulations again to the brass ensemble who made a 1 at state UIL competition in Pflugerville last week. Dominic Hasley, Madison Lutz, Chris Barber, Marilyn Melendez, Jesse Navahar, and Brianna Velasquez. Well, a big congratulations goes out to Muleshoe's Briley Bell, along with Natalie Guerra Nicholas from Farwell and Ashley Scott from Lasbuddy, as they were chosen to go on the 2017 Youth Tour as delegates for Bailey County Electric. In this youth tour, they met on Wednesday in Austin with 125 other Texas delegates, and they all traveled together to Washington, D.C. the next day and will tour through the nation's capital through Friday next week. Among things they will do, they saw the Capitol and the State Cemetery along with the Bullock Texas State History Museum on Wednesday, and then in D.C., they will go to Arlington National Cemetery, the Washington National Cathedral, Mount Vernon, the Smithsonian Institution museums, and all of the memorials in the area. They will attend a performance at the Kennedy Center, sail on the Potomac River, boat cruise, and they will meet with Texas elected officials there in Washington, D.C. So congratulations again to Briley Bell, Natalie Guerra Nicholas from Farwell, and Ashley Scott from Lasbuddy, as they are on this youth tour right now, sponsored by the Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association. Well, the summer reading program is underway at the Muleshoe Area Public Library, 322 West 2nd Street. On Mondays, 10 a.m. till 10:30, they have their program for pre-kindergarten, kindergartners, and first graders, Story Time. That's Mondays, 10 a.m. at the library. Then every Tuesday at 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., they'll have Story Time for second through fifth graders. Other special programs are available as well, so check with them at the library. Diane Dunnigan, call 806-272-4707. That's the summer reading program going on now at the Muleshoe Area Public Library through July the 28th. It is time for our bargain basement. If you have an item to place on our bargain basement, you can call us here at Channel 6, 806-566-5881. Up first, we have looking for a job. Would like to stay at night or during the days for the elderly as a caregiver. Call Peggy. She wants to work here in the Muleshoe area, Farwell, Sudan, Lasbuddy, or Morton areas. Call 806-930-1343. That's looking for a job as a stay overnight or during the day caregiver for the elderly. Call 806-930-1343 and ask for Peggy. To give away several cats, kittens, and dogs, call in Sudan 806-227-2214. Also, they need to hire someone to do some commercial digging. Call 806-227-2214. For sale, a curio cabinet, 6 feet tall, has 6 shelves and a light. It's $800. Also, several ceramic birds for sale. Call Mary Jo Burge, 806-272-5233. That's for sale. A curio cabinet at 6 feet tall with 6 shelves and a light inside for $800. Call Mary Jo Burge, 806-272-5233. Again, if you have an item for our bargain basement, you can call us here at Channel 6, 806-566-5881. Well, last week into the weekend, we went to the Austin area to Peyton's house, Wimberley, to watch his youngest daughter, Isla, in a ballet recital, and I left Mom there in Wimberley to enjoy her granddaughters, and she'll be there for the next couple of weeks. Hope you do understand. On your prayer list today, remember former Muleshoe resident Terry Hutton. He's now in Lubbock. along with his wife Drusilla, and he was in a wreck recently near Snyder. He has been released from the hospital at our last report, but keep Terry Hutton on your prayer list today. Please keep the family of Hayden Neal, 24 years of age, the grandson of Kay and Gary Knowlton, on your prayer list today. Also remember Elaine Case, who has now been released from the hospital in Lubbock. Liz Tips, who recently had knee surgery, knee replacement, and it was successful and is doing well. Remember Debbie Hutto on your prayer list today. Also remember Olin Clements and Laurinette Mason, Landon Nichols, Maxine Rogers. Dorothy Sorley needs to remain on your prayer list today. Mark Allen. Remember Mary Nell Bleeker, Lavinia, and Lloyd Garlington needs to remain on your prayer list today, as well as Betty Noble. Remember the family of Don Oplinger. Also the family of Missy Angeli Shaw. Keep the family of Wanda Baker on your prayer list today. As well, the family of Ella Copley needs to remain, and the family of Mary Ellen Robertson. Keep all these families grieving the recent loss of a loved one on your prayer list today, along with the family of Wilma Sandlin. Well, it's just about time for us to go on this edition of the Muletrain News, brought to you today by the First Bank, along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant. You can hear our latest Muletrain rotating on Reach Broadband Channel 6 as well. Find it free of charge on demand on our website, muleshoetv.com. Click on the Muletrain News link at the top center of the page.
I'm Tumbleweed Smith. We'll hear from the Liberty Bluegrass Boys in a moment on the Sound of Texas.
And the Sounds of Texas are brought to you here on Reach Broadband Channel 6 as well as muleshoetv.com by Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, with offices in Muleshoe as well as in Morton. They're celebrating 77 years of rural electrification right here in the Muleshoe area through Bailey County Electric. They're owned by the members they serve. Call 806-272-4504. Check them out online, bcecoop.com. The board of directors, the members, the employees, the manager, CEO, David Markle, all hope that you enjoy the Sounds of Texas with Tumbleweed Smith.
I was born very country, picked cotton. We lived on a farm.
We farm me no more, my darling. Say your final fare thee well.
Roy Bennett had a 28-year career as a city manager, serving in Caldwell, Liberty, and Burnett. He retired in 1993.
Before I had retired from the job, I had put together a bluegrass band and started getting a few little dates around. And I finally got us booked over in Louisiana at a festival, and it really took off. And we wound up playing in 28 different states and 4 tours up in Canada. You know, I got the bus and spent too much money on the bus and travel, but I put together a real good band, and we got some recognition, and we played every year for 9 years up at Silver Dollar City, Branson. So we got to be somewhat of a fixture there. And they liked us and paid us good. We went lots of places and recorded a number of albums. The last one we recorded was 07. God, it's been a while. And we went out to Bakersfield, California to do that. 09, I played my last bluegrass show in McKinney, Texas. And that's the last show I played with the boys.
Roy was the lead singer in his 5-piece band and played guitar and mandolin.
Left a lot of good memories. I've got friends in Canada around Prince George and still communicate with one or two once in a while. Give them a call. And wonderful people across the country, let me tell you.
He moved to Brady 9 years ago. He has a studio in his home where he produces a radio show featuring gospel and classic country music.
Good morning, this is Roy Bennett. Welcome to Heavenly Sunlight.
I am bound for the promised land. I am bound for the promised land. Oh, who will come and go with me? I am bound for the promised land.
Roy Bennett of Brady. I'm Tumbleweed Smith with the Sound of Texas.